hear me out. We wasted time making a whole ass movie when we could have had a cool ass like Bridgerton Halloween special. Instead of Lily Rose Depp and Nicholas Hoult and Willem Dafoe, we could have just had the three oldest Bridgerton brothers and Penelope and Eloise and had like this Scooby-Doo mystery kind of thing going. To which Eloise and Penelope are definitely Shaggy and Scooby. And Colin is definitely Daphne, okay? He's the damsel in distress and all that, but whatever. Welcome back, and once again, thank you for trusting me with your full spoiler movie reviews, that thing I do where I watch movies early and I tell you all about them. As always, I am unpaid and unsponsored. And spoilers, all the spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, you can go ahead and scroll. I won't be offended. Spoilers. Okay, here we go. This is the extremely long and anticipated Nosferatu from Robert Eggers. But we had a special guest today. I went to see it with Crush Parking Lot Mommy for Christmas. And boy, did we get a gift. That gift is the gift of laughter. Let me explain. Okay, so first off, we walked in like, I don't know, probably 5 minutes late. She was like seizing out in a garden, and then it went to Nosferatu, and then the movie started, and that's where we started off. So Lily Rose Depp married Nicholas Hoult, and up until then, like as a kid, she would like seize up, and she was depressed, and she spent a lot of time sick and alone. So apparently she fell in love with like Nosferatu or his ghost or some shit. I don't really know how it worked, but I guess they did the wienering way back when. But then as she got older, she married Nicholas Hoult, and she is no longer that person. And they want to start their lives together. Well, Nicholas Hoult works at like the Bob Marley Ebenezer Scrooge Bank, and his boss is going to offer him a raise if he can sell this castle to a guy named Count Orlok who lives in the Carpathian Mountains. And Nicholas Hoult is like, bet, because then I can make more money and pay my debts and have children. So he starts on his journey. He's going up the mountain. There's a band of Roman gypsies and a little inn. They don't want to let him stay, but he paid double. And then everybody was missing, and they stole his horse. So he's like traveling on bare feet. But then this like unmanaged carriage with horses on it just shows up out of nowhere, and it opens by itself, and he just gets in. He thought it was a great idea to get in. Anyways, he gets to the castle, and the castle opens by itself. Then he goes into the room, which he's already late, and he has to get Orlok to sign this contract and read over it so that he can buy this castle in Visburg, Germany, which is where Nicholas Hoult lives. Which is pretty interesting considering everybody in this movie is English and it's set in Germany. But we took the time to give Nosferatu a Eastern Europe accent. Carpathian accent. Russian accent, whatever. What was wrong with the German accent? Anyway, Nosferatu doesn't want a whole lot of talking. Okay, he's got things to do. He's ready to get out of that mansion. And he's like, please, shut the fuck up and let me sign. Well, Nicholas Hoult goes to bed that night, and he has this dream that the band of gypsies that he saw while he was there had a big-tittied virgin on a white horse, and they were leading her through the woods. Well, then they dig up this dead guy and plunge him through the heart, presumably, I guess, to kill him. But then what was the big-tittied virgin on the horse for? I don't know. Wakes up again, he's got bite marks on his chest. He goes in, finds Orlok, and Orlok's like, well, this contract is in my native tongue. Please sign it. He can't read anything, but he signs it anyway. Pentagrams all over it, still signs it. Then he wants to leave, and they're like, well, you're kind of sick, and it's bad luck to travel sick. And so it's just like this never-ending cycle of him waking up and being covered in bite marks, and then he tries to escape and falls off the side of the castle. And you would think that would kill him, because that was a long way down, but apparently it doesn't. Meanwhile, Lily Rose Depp is staying with some friends, and she's having like these weird visions, and she's seizing out, and so they tied her to the bed, and they tried leeching, and that didn't work, so they like went to this doctor who's Willem Dafoe, who's like a professor of the occult or something. And he's like, yeah, that's a demon. Meanwhile, while all that's going on, Orlok like got on a cruise with all his weird plague rats. I'm assuming it's the Demeter, which you could pause the movie at this point, go watch the Voyages of the Demeter and come back, and then it's like a really long TV show. And this whole time everybody keeps saying, oh, he's coming. Like, dude, just get here already. Well, then he finally gets here with his plague rats, and he goes to Lily Rose Depp, and he's all like, well, you promised yourself to me, and you got wienered by me. You've got 3 nights to give yourself over, otherwise I'm going to kill everybody you love. And that's kind of what he starts doing. He starts killing her friends with the plague rats. Nicholas Hoult shows up on a horse, and he's all sick and warns her about it, but then he's miraculously better. So him, Willem Dafoe, and somebody else goes and tries to kill Nosferatu at night in his coffin, which he only comes out at night, and they know this, so I don't know why they went to the coffin. But anyway, she puts on her wedding dress, kisses Count Orlok. They start wienering. He sucks her blood, and they wienered until the sun came up, and then he got stuck in the sunlight and died. And how did they find them? Him balls deep inside of her, and she's dead, and he's dead. The end. Now, did I like it? No. It was so adamant about style that it came across costumey, fakey, cheesy. So when it's supposed to be scary, it's hilarious. And when it's not, when it's just talking, it's a slop. Would look great as a play, looks terrible as a movie. And the entire moral of the story is you can fix everything with a vagina. Which might actually be true in life, I'm not entirely certain. But there's titties, there's wieners, or a wiener. A fake wiener, but a wiener nonetheless. And like Nicholas Hoult is watching his wife like seize up on the floor and she's freaking out and having a whole nervous breakdown, and then out of nowhere decides they're gonna do it. How we got to that decision, I don't know. I wanted it to be a true gothic horror, and it was not a gothic horror. It was a horror. It was kind of goth, but I'm not here for it. Yeah, just go watch Bram Stoker's Dracula. Okay, Keanu Reeves and Winona Ryder got married all because of that movie, and it's worth it. Okay, so just go watch that instead. And why the hell did they give Orlok a mustache? They made him bald with an ugly mustache. I'm gonna give it like, I don't know, a 3 out of 10 because at least I laugh. Merry Christmas, everyone. 3 out of 10. Okay, bye.